child, my last one for the night, child. See, it done got dark in my room. If you can look back at my window, ain't no light coming through it. And I have watched so much damn TV today. I feel so. So, Real Housewives, season 9, episode 9. Charlotta. That may not even be the real name. I realize that sometimes when I'm watching some of these videos, depending on where I look, the name of the episode may be different. Mm. Whoo, child. Okay. This episode here starts off with Kenya. She's taking her dog to what I thought was a groomer, and Cynthia's meeting her up in the little place, and she brings her little dog Bailey as well. And come to find out, this is not a groomer. Oh my God! Look at my eyes. I got bags. I've been seriously watching this forever. And then, like, you can see the like, dark indentions from my glasses. This on my face. Whatever. Okay. So, yeah. Come to find out, this is not a damn dog groomer. This is a spot where, baby, you cleaning your own effing dog up yourself. Like, why would you go pay somebody to let you clean your own dog? You just do that shit at home. It's not like it's a fucking car wash. Wash the damn dog at home. Okay. Anyway, Kenya basically tells her that her dad met up with her and Matt, and he basically suggested that they work things out. They go to therapy. But right now, they're not going to see each other. Pardon me. I'm running out of water. Right now, they're not going to see each other. Um, but in the meantime, Peter calls Kenya. Okay, and from there, they cut to Peter and Todd down in Charlotte. Or are they in Charlotte? They somewhere. I think they got to be in Charlotte because Peter's buying a car. Oh, my throat itch. No, they in Atlanta. And Peter's gonna upgrade his car. He feel like since he's a single man now that he needs a new who ride, and then he couldn't get like the stylish car that he wanted as a married dude. So he's gonna pick him up a nice little who ride. He got him a little convertible. I think it was a Benz. I don't remember seeing the front of the car, but I think it was a Benz. So he got that, and he pretty much tells Todd that he called Kenya and asked Kenya to host the opening of his new club, Club One. At Bar One, then Club One. So Club One. And they cut back to Cynthia, and Kenya pretty much tells her, he asked and I accepted. And Cynthia is taken aback, but she's like, damn, I think I'm gonna have to give him a phone call because why is he calling my friend and asking you to do anything without at least letting me know? That's some fucked up shit. And I'm not trying to get y'all to pick sides, but damn, Kenya, you couldn't say, uh, you know what? Let me kind of mull this over with Cynthia first. See how she feels about it. Since now they playing best friends to one another. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't do that. And she was like, okay, fine. But the main thing is like Cynthia is kind of like slighted that Peter didn't even fucking invite her. And apparently, like he invited Todd because they showed that he invited Kenya. He even invited Matt. Told Kenya to invite Matt, but he didn't invite Cynthia. And so they go back to Todd and Peter, and he's explaining why he didn't invite Cynthia. He's like, I don't think I can handle that. It wouldn't be best for either one of us. We supposed to be getting divorced, so let's break ties. Okay, I hear you and I understand that, but yet at the same time, you sat down and had a conversation with Cynthia that you guys could remain friends, and if that's what she wanted, that's what you're gonna do. So now, why shaft that friendship if that's what you told her you're gonna do? You're not, you can't not sticking to what you fuck it. I don't know. Any, anywho, they go back to Candy with this fucking I Dream of Jeannie ponytail. And Todd's pretty much talking to her about Peter's event. She's like, well, I got the bedroom Candy convention all weekend. I can't miss out on no money, so I'm not going to Peter thing. I wish I could be there though, but deuces to that. Um, so while they're having this conversation, Todd pulls up this post that Johnny put up with a picture of the whole gang saying, fuck fake friends, pretty much. I'm done with fake friends. I don't want to be around. I'm glad I'm not with them no more. I done stepped my game up from this. This was back in the day when fake friends were allowed. And so now Candy feeling some kind of way, and she like, I worked for Johnny, but he was always dropping the ball, so he had to go. I had to let him go, and but from time to time, I still work with him, and she just try to put some money in his pocket. But if he was fucking dropping the ball while he worked for you, then why would you hire him for anything else? Doesn't make sense to me, Candy. What it was Johnny had his little side business. And when Johnny had things to do for his business, he would go take care of them and then come back to work with Candy. Because Candy was not his main business. Anybody that runs a business will do the same thing. You want me to put your company over mine? No, sir, no, ma'am, no how, no way. That's not going to happen. So, anywho, Candy is saying that she let Johnny plan her wedding. I remember watching that wedding. And because Johnny was starting his own event planning service, she kind of forced Johnny into doing it. Because he was saying he didn't think it was a good idea. I remember that. And him and Don Juan was working it together. And she was saying that Johnny kept dropping the ball on that as well. But he the one that took care of everything. With her crazy ass, I need a dragon flying across the damn room, want to have wedding. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Oh, bitch, please. And then they go on to talk about the conversation that she had with Portia and Sheree. Again, Candy just don't know. I know Tyler husband, but Candy just always needs somebody on her motherfucking team. So she always guess what happened today. Guess what? She is just like her motherfucking mama. You know how I feel about her mama. So she going to tell him about that. And she's like, I think she was trying to check me. And she come to me about the block situation. That ain't what she came with you about. Sheree said, I think she wanted you, she was kind of upset about this. And Portia's like, okay, yeah, then we had a little issue, a little small conversation because I didn't think that that was right for you to be saying that. But that ain't what I'm here for. I'm here for the Portia's and Phaedra. The Phaedra conversation, not the Portia conversation. And she's like, I think she was trying to check me, but you can't check me when you was up there. And she steady shading. You know that she was sleeping around. You know this. You know that. So now she basically throwing Portia under the bus in front of the cameras too. But like I said, Portia gonna remain loyal to her friend. She ain't finna deny or confirm it. Which a lot of people say that is confirmation, but it ain't shit. You ain't hearing it from me. That's what you're not gonna do. So and she's like, but I thought I know that Portia and Frack. Do you see how she said Frack? Frack. First time that bitch opened her damn mouth to say a full sentence, a full word. I know they friends, but I thought me and Portia was friends too. Bitch, you ain't never thought that. I know you told Portia a long time ago that y'all wasn't fucking friends. And like I said, by the way, the Kayla Her was in the last damn episode. She ain't your motherfucking friend, because she would have fixed her goddamn hair. But y'all know y'all ain't got no goddamn friends. Um, but then Candy, Lord have Jesus. I say Candy always turns up, and I want to use that term loosely, but she don't do it for real. Until she got an audience, because when she sat down and had that conversation with Phaedra, she was maintaining low tones. She might have been spilling some shit that Phaedra may have not have wanted her to say, but she was maintaining low tones, even to the point where she was like, I'm just gonna get it. I'm done with this conversation. I'm gonna get to walk away. But anybody else, as long as somebody else around, then she wants to turn the fuck up. I don't give a fuck who did what. I don't like her. I don't fucking like her. So they go to Portia, and Portia is packing up and moving out of her house. It's been long enough. Her lease is up. She don't want to pay another thing. Jose is coming over her to let her help her finish packing up the thing. She found this whipped cream bottle on the kitchen counter that her mama left. She thinking her mama got some freaky sneaky with her boyfriend because her mama was there packing up the house for her. Her mama spoils the shit out of Portia. Why is your mama packing your shit? Why is your mama packing up your goddamn house and you not? Portia came by to pack up the last bit of it. So I just don't understand why she wants to move into this big gigantic house. She's looking at a $1.8 million house. She's like, oh, that's good. No, bitch, that's expensive. I'm like, Cynthia, when they told Cynthia her house is gonna be 900,000, she's like, bitch, can I get it for 6? That still was expensive too. But damn, let's be reasonable. 1.8 for somebody who's just a radio personality and a reality TV stuff. I mean, your wig line doing that good that you want to get a $1.8 million house? Fuck, you and Todd ain't together yet. I can't imagine Todd gonna be like, what? Okay. I don't understand what the fuck is up with these women on this series. This Real Housewives, all of them, not just Atlanta, but all of them. They always want to get these big, expensive, materialistic things they really don't fucking need. Even if they could afford it. Why? Why? It don't make sense. Who y'all showboating for? Who you trying to impress? Did it work? Is it working yet? I don't know. But anyway, she's gonna move out of that house, the house she was leasing, and she's gonna move back in with her mom's until she finds her that new house. Then they cut to Sheree. Sheree is finna put out a book. Had a super long ass title, but the book is pretty much based off of her real life experience and the people around her that she know. And she was reading like one of the characters named Paris. Paris was an ex stripper who, son was doing fucked up in school or work. I'm not sure which one it was. And I was like, that sounds like Nene. And then right after I said it, she confirmed that that character is based on Nene. So she's taking some of these Real Housewives experiences and basically doing a tell all, but trying to make it a fiction book. She said it's gonna be juicy. Okay, what's gonna be juicy is if she tell us who Mr. Big is. Remember Kim and the married dude that she was marrying that was putting money in her pocket? Who was Mr. Big? That's what I want to know. That's it. I don't care about nobody. I don't care about nobody else. Just Candy dropping the tea on everybody else. Fucking ain't have shit left to talk about in a minute. So then they go to. Okay, I'm proud of Sheree. I'm proud of Sheree and the book idea because my black the fuck my black ass still ain't got my goddamn book out. It's been done. I have been wrote it, and I got 42 novels that I have started. Don't have one book out yet. I need to go and get it done. I didn't like the book cover though. I I, I don't like full face frontals of people on the cover. If you see my book cover, you can't even tell the woman's face. And if I do the lighting and everything correct, you can't even tell the race of the woman. Because I want it to be appealing to many. And white people normally don't buy black people books, let's be honest. But my white friends on my channel, they said they're going to support my book. I appreciate y'all. I really do. But yeah, so I'm proud of Sheree for getting that done. It's something that I haven't achieved yet. Um, then they go back to Candy at the convention, and she was talking about the new products that she's got coming out, and one of the products is some kind of contraption for lesbians. One end was curved up like a hook, and the other one was straight. And she said that one goes inside one person. Is it the hand motion? What the fuck? I didn't understand how that was supposed to be used. But I thought she said that both of them. One is for the receiver and one is for the wearer. How does the wearer get that bitch up in them? Huh? It looked painful. I thought it was a booty thing, like when you got an in the cootie and one in the booty. That's what it looked like to me. But okay, so she decides that at this convention, because Johnny is there, that she wants to confront him about the photo, and she says she pulls him aside to have this little talk. Well, he explains to her why he thought that she was being fake and why he felt the need to bring it up now. And she decides to get loud and indignant at this convention. And she calls Don Juan in. Why does bitch always need backup? This supposed to be a private conversation between you and Johnny, which you really should have been having at this convention because it's not the appropriate place. But she got loud, and old country ass Carmen come over and try to calm things down and try to get her friend under control. But Candy like, well, fuck it, I fuck is that? Oh, my phone. I ain't finna put no money in your motherfucking pocket. Then this make this the last motherfucking time you get paid for me. And he like, shit, you wasn't paying me for real anyway. You broke ass. I mean, she ain't broke, but she cheap. So that's how Johnny was like, you weren't paying me anyway. Okay, fine. And if I wasn't paying you, what the fuck you stay around for? What the fuck you keep asking me for jobs for? You act like you helping him out. What the hell? Okay, anywho, move on. Move on. She said, you can call me a bitch. You can call me an asshole. But what you will not call me is fake. Did you see her do the I Jimmy Jenny blink? And that little ponytail was what you would not call me is fake. And I'm thinking, baby, you got fake pouring all out your goddamn blood. Fake is too nice of a term for your silly ass. Okay, so they cut back to Portia in her crib, and she's sneaking Todd into the house like she 16 years old. And she mentions during this time that she don't know why she didn't take her ass to the hotel because Todd is loud. He's so he's so goofy, but he a cute goofy, but he's so goofy. They they fit. They both goofy together. But they finna finally gonna get their freaky sneaky on. You know, say she been holding them off for too long, and it's time to go on. Let a man be a man and do his thing. Showed him the little egg thing. He was like, "Shit, I remember back in the day, he was tighten right there." But she know, based off of allegedly, it may not be tight no more because they say Portia get around. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, shoot, Portia started burning sage, baby. She said she's finna get the move right up in here. She started burning sage, then broke out the champagne and the strawberries and the whipped cream. And I'm like, okay, girl, go on, do your damn thing. Go on, do your damn thing. And then they say they look, I love yous, and they cut away from them. And I'm like, oh, they love each other. Oh. This they go to Sheree, and Sheree is going to this extreme workout place. And fuck, did that look extreme? This motherfucker doing backflips over the table without touching the table with his hands. He hopping up the wall. I don't even remember him touching the goddamn wall. He was just at the top. When I looked, Sheree said, "You lost your motherfucking mind. You think I'm finna do that shit?" Then in walks Bob. Well, apparently Sheree invited Bob down there because he said he want to lose weight. And Bob like, look, I'm talking about some motherfucking pills, maybe some surgery, some shakes, shit go right through me. I ain't want to talk about working out. That's not what I'm gonna do. Sheree was like, shit, if this motherfucker want to get back with me, he need to drop at least 50 of them. At least 50 of them. But then he decides to go ahead and join her in this little obstacle course they're gonna do. Um, Sheree was going through like a G. She was doing the last little swing bar and fell off and hurt her toe. And then Bob jumped his ass up on his wall. And when he jumped down, that motherfucker came down like Humpty Dumpty and cracked his crown. I'm like, this motherfucker finna break his goddamn ankles. I bet you he was limping. They probably ain't gonna show Bob until the fucking reunion no more after that, because I'm quite sure Bob broke something. He came down hard on them damn legs. But she gets a phone call from her publisher. She wants to know what's going on with the book. Sheree still ain't sent it back to her with the changes. Sheree ain't even looked at it. And so Bob sneak up behind her and try to get with the conversation. So she finally tell him she wrote this tell-all book. There's a character based on him. You know, she kind of spilling the beans. And he tell her, you know what, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud that you're doing this. And but let's remember, you start a lot of shit that you never finish. And Sheree like, what the fuck? But I mean, that's true. So she by Sheree, I guess it just never finished because like we ain't heard shit else about it. Same thing with this motherfucking 6-year house. God doggone it. Okay, so yeah. Next they go to Johnny. Johnny is walking into Phaedra Park's law firm, and he's coming to seek some legal advice for her. And Phaedra say he coming in looking casket clean, baby, like he dressed for a funeral. And it made me think, then what happened to Phaedra's funeral business? They don't mention that at all. They show at the law firm, but they don't mention nothing about the funeral service. She went through all those mortuary classes, and what happened? I don't know. We found out about that. But basically, Phaedra listened to his claims. He's saying that Candy never paid him for a lot of the things that he's done. He got underpaid. She undercut him on the restaurant. He was supposed to open it with her, and all of a sudden she looked up and she opened it with Todd and kind of cut him out the deal. Phaedra saying basically, you know, he got a case, although that's not her field of expertise, so she's gonna refer him over to somebody else. Plus, she don't want to deal with the Candy Factor gang. She don't want to deal with that fracking act of bullshit. I heard you, Phaedra. And she said, you know, baby, I'm not petty wop. When she said that, I damn near fell on the floor. Anywho, so basically, Phaedra's going to refer him over to a lawyer. She said she will help him pursue his case. She's just not going to be able to take it. Then they go to Kenya and Cynthia. They're down in Charlotte. Oh, I only got 7 minutes. They're down in Charlotte, and they're down there for Peter's opening of Club One. And I'm like, okay, is this the same club or is this a new club? Because I thought Peter moved down there a year ago to open up this club. He's just now opening it. He's been gone that long. Yeah, Peter was fucking somebody else. Don't, I mean, come on. You ain't move away from your wife from that motherfucking long. And you just now opening this club. But I could have sworn that you was already in this club. Is this something like I said? Somebody tell me, is this something different? This a new club? Because I'm confused. I don't know. But while she's sitting there, Kenya basically tell her that Peter asked her, could Matt come? She said yes. Then she changed her mind 'cause she didn't feel right about it. So Peter pretty much canceled Matt's flight. Now Matt sent her text messages basically saying, I'm gonna fuck you up and I'm gonna make your life miserable. And until you do right by me, everything you do gonna fail. That's basically what Matt said to her doing those text messages. He put up a video letting everybody know that Kenya Moore is the one that canceled his damn flight. He was on his way to go down there to see Peter, which I think that's kind of fucked up that Peter even put her name in it to tell him that, well, Kenya said that he don't feel comfortable. This, Matt, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you to come. I got Kenya host, and let's whatever. But she said she wasn't gonna go. So Cynthia decides to go to the event herself, all dressed in white, coming out looking like bada boom, bada bang. She walked in that door and Peter damn near lost his motherfucking mind. That nigga got weak in the knees like, ooh wee baby. I bet you that big ass Jamaican dick was rock motherfucking hard. I'm telling you, excuse my French, but I bet it because he couldn't even stand it. It's like he got hard. He had to dip with it. Like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. She came in. So she basically wanted to tell Peter about this, the situation, what's going on with Kenya and Matt. And he's like, okay, what's going on? She's like, he sent her some kind of text message, and I guess he was like threatening her. And then the thing is, Cynthia really don't know because she didn't actually see the text. And I was sitting there when they was going through it, and I was like, I don't think that was verbatim Kenya. I think Kenya added a whole lot of extra to that. Because Matt talks with big articulation when he speaks, and that conversation text messages doesn't sound like something that he said. But Matt is crazy as a mofo, so I do think that he flips out on her ass. And shit, he's crazy ass en route. That's what the last man say. He's on his way there. He don't drive. He driving to go confront Kenya because he pissed the fuck off. His manhood has been fucked with Kenya saying, "You can't come now." Yeah, that pull and tug thing. That pull and tug thing. So they get to the club, and like I say, inside the club, Cynthia's talking about how good Peter looked too. Peter saying how good she looking. He's saying how good she looking. I'm thinking they about to smash. They gonna smash tonight, y'all. And even if they don't show it, they smash. You can't make me fucking believe they smash because they was both like, ooh wee. Okay, so yeah, when they cut back into the club though, what the fuck was the dude doing on the dance floor? Did y'all see that? I don't know. He was. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Jumping jack, flag. I don't know what that was hilarious. It was only like 10 seconds, but that was hilarious. And so King decides to come. She pulls up. She texts Cynthia to let her know that she outside. So Cynthia sends Peter out there and let her know if it's cool that Matt's not here, so she can come on in. But before Peter even gets outside, Matt rolls up. He pulls up in front of Kenya's car. I don't know, was he following her? He had to know what hotel she was at because he pulled up with perfect timing and precision. At the same time she pulled up. And Kenya's like, this dude is crazy. How she know it was Matt before he even got out the car? But she said, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's his truck. But he pulls up and he acts a little crazy, cray cray. And he goes up to the window and all of a sudden you hear bloop, and it's say the dude said he hit me. Oh my god, he hit me. Matt said they, they cut back to Kenya. At first I was like, why the fuck is Kenya's dress being held on by her nipples? It was just too much. These women get these fake boob jobs, which Kenya clearly has, but she try to claim that she don't. And they still gotta wear shirts and dresses that only covers the areola. Like, but you didn't get the boobs big enough. You still need them to see more. I just don't get it. But anywho, She goes in and tells them like what happened. They say Peter still wasn't outside. And Peter comes out and he talks to Kenya, and she was like, "Yeah, he just rolled up and punched old boy." So when they go back in to tell Cynthia what happened, um, Todd and Peter decide to go call Matt. And they like, "Dude, what the fuck you do? Where you going?" He like, "Dude, I went around there to go talk to him, right? To go see what was going on inside." And that motherfucker rolled the window up on me. So I had to clock his ass. And Kenya's like thinking of maybe he just slapped him. And I can't. If it was me, if I was the dude in the car and somebody was trying to get into my window, I would have rolled the window up too. But at the same time, in Matt's place, if I'm coming there to punk somebody, confront them, and you start rolling the window on me, I'm gonna fuck you up too. I just don't think by the sound of it, or if Matt saying he clocked him, that the window was rolling up, cause you wouldn't maybe get that good full swing in there if you trying to roll your head up in the window. You would have to draw back first, and yeah, he didn't. He didn't. That window wasn't coming up on Matt. Matt just want to punch the shit out that dude. Oh my goodness. Basically, Peter and them tell her, like, you need to leave his ass alone. Everybody say that. You need to leave him alone. And she's still like, I don't know what's going to do. He has so much potential. Bitch, stop falling in love with a nigga potential. Stop it. I'm done with this episode, y'all. I don't took too long anyway. Holla at y'all next week. Peace. Thanks for watching. That's no more tonight. No more tonight.